Once upon a time, in a magical woodland filled with lush green trees and sweet-scented flowers, there lived a daring circus elephant named Rosie and a small but smart circus mouse named Charlie. Rosie loved to show off her incredible strength and perform daring tricks, while Charlie used his intelligence to organize the circus acts. One sunny morning, as Rosie was practicing her balancing act on a fallen log, Charlie scurried up to her with a bright gleam in his eye. "Rosie, my dear friend," Charlie said with a squeaky voice, "imagine if we could create our very own circus right here in the woodland. We could invite all the whimsical forest creatures to join us, and it would be the grandest show the trees have ever seen." Rosie's eyes sparkled with excitement. "Oh, Charlie, what a delightful idea. With your cleverness and my strength, we'll make this woodland circus something truly special." And so, Rosie and Charlie set their plan in motion. They began by speaking with the acrobatic squirrels, who were only too happy to swing from branches and leap through hoops for the circus. Next, they approached the graceful deer, who twirled and danced like ballerinas beneath the moonlit sky. The birds volunteered to create a symphony of whistles and chirping to accompany the acts, and the wise old owl became the circus's announcer. With each passing day, their woodland circus grew bigger and grander. Rosie created a majestic tent out of vines and autumn leaves to shelter the animals and creatures as they rehearsed. The air buzzed with anticipation, and the whirlwind of excitement filled everyone's little hearts. On the day of the first show, the woodland creatures gathered around the grand tent, their eyes shining with anticipation. Rosie donned her finest robes, while Charlie perched on her back, happy to lead their teamwork. The first act of the Woodland Circus began with Rosie balancing a stack of balls on her trunk while the squirrels somersaulted from branch to branch. The audience gasped, clapped, and squealed with delight. Every act, from the graceful deer to the rabbits hopping through rings of fire, left the audience spellbound. As the sun began to set, and the last act neared, Rosie and Charlie ambled center stage. Rosie trumpeted, "Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we thank you for joining us today as we celebrate the power of friendship and unity." Charlie, perched on her trunk, caught everyone's attention with his tiny voice. "We have learned that embracing our differences and working together brings boundless joy and happiness." The woods echoed with applause, ending in a cheerful melody of whistles and chirps from the birds. Rosie and Charlie took their final bow, thrilled at the success of their woodland circus. Their noble and good-natured spirits had forged a bond between all creatures no matter their size or talents. From that day forward, the Woodland Circus became an annual tradition, celebrated with glee in the enchanted forest. Rosie and Charlie remained the heart of the show, spreading love and joy throughout the land. The animals and creatures took pride in their unique skills, knowing that together they could create something truly magical. So, if you ever venture into the enchanted woodland and hear the distant sound of music and laughter, follow the whistling winds, the joyful echoes of the Woodland Circus. And if you're lucky enough to witness Rosie's and Charlie's incredible performance, remember the important message they taught us all: embrace differences, work together, and create joy for all.